This is the new Mirage Pro matte box from Tilta.
You're watching CineD, supported by VNH and CVP.
Hey everybody, Graham Mailer-Sheldon here from CineD.com. We're back at Cine Gear 2024 at the WB lot in Los Angeles, and I'm in the Tilta booth joined by Nick from Tilta. How's it going, Nick?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Let's talk the new Mirage matte box behind me here. What am I looking at?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the Mirage Pro, as we're calling it, set up in a studio configuration. Anyone who has used the Mirage previously is going to be familiar with the kind of build. However, this is now supporting 4x5.6 filters, so industry standard, and it has a very convenient way to switch between clamp-on or rods, both 15 millimeter and 19 millimeter, as well as accommodates lenses between 80 millimeters and 136. So this is kind of your one-stop matte box.
Okay, so walk me through some of the features here.
So this is a 3-stage matte box. As I mentioned, it does have a back element that's going to have a couple different sizes, or actually a lot of different sizes to accommodate, all the standard size lenses up to 136. The kind of flagship filter that we have here is this electronic ND, which we're powering via USB-C, and then very similar to variable NDs, we have a small gear at the top that controls it, meaning this will be compatible with our Nano II, so you can wirelessly adjust this electronic ND. It's 1 to 6 stops, and I think it's probably similar to how the Mirage, the most exciting kind of element of it was that VND. I think this is kind of the new and improved, as well as being a 4x5, like kind of full coverage ND. Wireless control, all the same, kind of goodies as the Mirage, but just in a more professional industry standard package.
And it can accept 3 trays?
Correct. So it is 3-stage, 3-stage for 4x5 filters. May have some kind of expandable options in the future, although for right now this is just the 3-stage. It has a very similar build to the Mirage, and the Mirage was relatively modular, so it's likely we'll have some kind of expansion options. But yeah, we kind of took a lot of the feedback that we heard on the original matte box. So as you can see, we have the pretty expansive top flag, but you also have mounting points for side flags, so you can kind of build it up fully as needed, as well as even a bottom flag. And this kind of 15 millimeter rod mount does have a tilting adjustment, which is something that we got a lot of feedback on in terms of sometimes you just need a little bit of an angle to, get rid of ghosting or some kind of glare. So we really tried to take as much of the feedback from not just the Mirage, but our previous matte boxes and make something that is kind of our, the best of all of our systems kind of put together.
Do any of the stages sort of rotate for like gradient filters or effects filters that are split, you know what I mean?
Not in the current configuration, although as I mentioned with it being modular, I can imagine that would be a very easy, kind of adapter to make. But at the moment, just the matte box itself rotates as it would on the clamp, but the filters do not rotate individually.
Now, can you walk me through both price point and then in that sort of base kit, what does that include? That includes all the stages. Do you get side flags for that? What do you get in the, core kit?
So the base kit is going to be around $300-ish. Similar to the Mirage, the previous Mirage, we're trying to keep this as affordable as possible. However, you're not going to get very many accessories with that, meaning that'll be kind of your, possibly a single clamp-on backing, as well as the 3 stages, and then anything else would be kind of extra. The kind of full kit, which would come with, your rod adapters, your side and top flags, the electronic ND, a couple other smaller accessories we'll look at later. That, I think, will be more in the $500 to $600 range, or we might have some options, in between. However, the idea is that with most of our accessories, we're not trying to lump packages together, for anyone to save from getting a more expensive kit. We definitely want people to build the matte box that they need. If you don't need 19 millimeter rod support, there's no reason to buy that adapter. So regardless of the kits we offer, I'm pretty sure everyone will be able to configure this exactly how they need.
Very cool. Mirage Pro, when is it shipping?
So this one is a little bit further behind than the Hydralion Pro. We're expecting to have more information on when it ships later this summer, so possibly in the fall. This is still a prototype where some of what else we're showing today is kind of fully production units. So I imagine this will be later in the fall, but we should have more information on that this summer.
Very cool. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, of course.
All right, that's it for us here at the Tilta booth. That's Cine Gear 2024. That's all the details on the coming soon Mirage Pro matte box from Tilta. Stay tuned for more continuing coverage from the show. If you have time, if you could like and subscribe, we would love that. Thanks, everybody.